Your local board game convention is just truly the best convention in the world. It doesn't matter what sort of small city or small town you live in. If you have a local board game convention, that is going to be your mecca for the year. That is going to be your pinnacle that you're going to aim for. And do you know what? I just had mine. That's what this video is about. We're going to cover off on CANCON, Canberra's board game convention. And look, I understand you've got all the big conventions. You've got PAX, you've got Origins, you've got Dice Tower, you've got Gencon. Of course, they're amazing conventions. But nothing beats the little guy. Nothing beats your own convention. So CanCon 2024, and look, it is held in Canberra, Australia, which, fun fact, is the capital city of Australia. Yeah, Sydney and Melbourne couldn't decide who wanted to be the city, so they went somewhere in the middle there, out in the country. They went, let's make a city from scratch, and that is Canberra, so the bush capital. Anyway, so in this convention, it was an amazing 3 days. The one thing I'll say, but the smell of gamers just gaming for 3 days straight. It's pretty, you know the smell of your local convention. You know it. Anyway, look, great times. Anyway, let's firstly chat about my 3 games that I truly loved playing. And we're going to start with number 3, and it is Deep Blue by Days of Wonder, 6.7 on BGG. Wow, travesty. Now, my best mate came down with his wife. We got to play this 4-player version of Deep Blue, and it was so much fun. You are going out trying to dive for these gems, and it's a push your luck mechanic. You're moving your ships around, exploring each of these places. Then you've got to go into your bag and draw out gems, but then you're going to bust and then no one's going to get them. It's a really great game, and I felt sad when I saw it as a 6.7 because I felt like it was so much better than that. Anyway, it's a family game that I want to get for my family, so I've got to track that down. Deep Blue, loved it. Number 2, Apiary by Stonemaier Games. Now, look, Stonemaier Games, the number 1 guy who loves self-advertising. He really gets his games out there, and I'm like, it is amazing what he does, and he's got another hit here with Apiary. Bees in space theme. Yeah, it's amazing. It's a worker placement game where bees are going to start off with 1 strength, and they're going to go eventually, every time you put them out in a worker place spot, they're going to go up 1 strength. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3. Eventually you're going to get to level 4, and level 4 is when you're going to get the most powerful worker placement spots, and they're epic. And then you play the bee, and then the bee has to hibernate because he's too powerful and needs to sleep. And then you need to try and get your bee back again. Anyway, a lot of fun, looked great on a table, really enjoyed my time with Apiary, so well done again. Stonemaier Games, another great game. Now, number 1, the best integration of theme, of mechanics that mimic real life that I've ever played. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, how are you? And that was the missus just checking in. Now, what we have is Distilled. In Distilled, you're going to be purchasing ingredients that go into your pantry, and you're going to need to play out your ingredients in your vat. I don't know the correct, terminology. I don't distill my own spirits, but you're going to need some yeast. You're going to need some water. And then you're going to need some ingredients, maybe some wheat-based products, maybe some fruit-based products. Depends on what you're trying to make. Then you're going to blend them all together. Then you're going to take a couple of ingredients out. But the problem is you don't know what those ingredients are. And then you flip them over and you go, oh no, you took out my wheat and I needed my wheat to make that whiskey. And now I can't make that whiskey. And my plans have fallen apart. It is just the most epic game. Now, I saw this on Kickstarter, and at the time I wasn't interested. Now that I've played it, it's a 10 out of 10 for me, and that's got to be my number 1 Grail game now that I need in my collection. I absolutely loved my time with Distilled. So they're my top 3 games I played. Now let's have a look at the games I purchased, and again, just too many. Now let's have a look at all the games I picked up, and the first one we're going to chat about is Scout. Scout is all the hotness at the moment. It's a card game. We're going to have runs and pairs and triples and be playing them out to try and beat the player to your right. Now, in this game, you're going to have a set of cards and they're going to be double-sided. So you're going to have numbers up the top and numbers down the bottom. So when you first get them, you get them shuffled into your hand, but you can't change the order. So you're going to have a look at the order and go, oh, not very good. Flip them over, but the other side might be amazing. Anyway, Scout, absolutely love it. When I normally play heavy games, I like to unwind at the end of the night with a small game. And I guess No Thanks is our go-to small game every single time, and Scout is now replaced that. So Scout, absolutely incredible. Similo Animals, Similo Wild Animals. Pick this up for the kids. They've got Similo Harry Potter. We really love it. A lot of fun for the kids. If you pick up a Similo, the kids are going to absolutely adore it. Couture, small box game by All Play. Now they released a Kickstarter, would have been last year or the year before. Anyway, 4 small box games. We have Couture, Chomp, Sail, and Mindspace. And I finally got to pick up my second one. Chomp, about T-Rexes. Whatevs. Anyway, small box games, really, really good and really highly rate those 4 small box games. So I've played all of them now. What have we got next? Let's just go here. I Love Cats, Late Arrivals. Now, massive banged up box. Do you know what? That means you can ask for a discount. How about that? I picked this up dirt cheap. And this will now allow me to play Isle of Cats up to 6 players. We're a 5-person family. So now we can play Isle of Cats with all of the family. Amazing. And don't care if an expansion is dinged up. That does not bother me at all. Happy with that purchase there. Let's talk about Vinyl Jukebox, a 2022 game that is a 2-player version of Vinyl. Now this has my favourite Australian artist here, James Churchill, and he's teamed up with Tristan Ross and one of my other favourite artists. So 2 amazing artists. Look, I love them. Talon Strike Games, they produced Public Market, which I have and I really enjoy. So there we go, Vinyl Jukebox. That was worth checking it out. Let's have a look at another small box game here. Now this is a heavy economic game, Tokyo Tsukiji Market, but I didn't pick that up. I already have that in my collection. What I picked up was something that is totally not like Tokyo Tsukiji Market. It's not a heavy economic game. It's a very light, almost dexterity game. It's Tokyo Jitaku. Decent enough price. Check it out. It hasn't got the best rating on BGG, but you know what? I'm happy. Jordan Draper, he's earned my trust, and I'm willing to give this one a crack and see what it looks like. Also, while we're here, just saw someone, 3D printer, just had a little stall at the convention, and I got these little things, but it's not really this I'm talking about. What I'm wanting to talk about was, if you own a 3D printer, have you thought about starting your own business? Board game related stuff, selling them at local conventions? I loved it. I purchased some, so just an idea for people. Next up, Denny from Board Game Century, my favorite board game reviewer out there.
Absolutely, and I think I love this amazing telepathic connection that we have when it comes to deciding on really cool gateway board games.
He recommended to me Llama Land and Juicy Fruits last year, and do you know what, Denny? This is for you, buddy. I've got both of these now in my collection. I can't wait to check them out and to see if you're right. And I know you're going to be right because you've got great tasting games. So there we go, Juicy Fruits and Llama Land. Now where we're going to put all these, we're going to run out of room very quickly here. There we go, Llama Land, some Juicy Fruits. Next one I want to talk about is Tokaido. Tokaido is truly one of the most elegant board games in the entire market. It's just such a beautiful game and we love it in our family right here. Now, when I saw Tokaido, I went, you know what? Beautiful. But you know what's even more beautiful than Tokaido? How about some Namiji? Oh, there we go, Namiji and the expansion, Aquamarine expansion. Is it different to Tokaido? It's different, but it's also very much the same. But in Tokaido, you're going along in a straight line. This time you get to go around in a circle and you can go either way. There's a few more different fresh mechanics in there. The expansion, it added a bit to it. I will always play with the expansion if I have it, but if you can't get it, it's no big deal. It's only a few little things in there. But Namiji, absolutely beautiful, stunning looking game again, just like Tokaido. Which one's better? Tokaido of all the expansions is pretty good, but maybe because of the freshness, maybe Namiji just tips as my favorite of the two. Now let's go over here. Now don't poo-poo this. Cranium. Pick this up for 5 buckaroos. That is $3 US. who cares? They were giving them away. So why not add that to the collection? The kids will enjoy that. Next up, Project L is my, well, I guess my missus' first or second favorite game. Anyway, Project L, she loves it to death. So when I saw the 2 expansions, we got the Finesse expansion and the Ghost Piece expansion. I had to pick them both up. So there we go. Look, she would be angry if I didn't pick them up because she loves Project L. So there we go. Next up, Heat. All of the buzz at the moment. I love me Flamme Rouge. You would have seen in my top solo games. You would have seen Flamme Rouge suggested. Love Flamme Rouge. So why not pick up some Heat? Got this for $80 Australian, which is probably about 50 to 55 US. Such a good price. Heat, I'm willing to give it a crack. I reckon it's going to be amazing. Everyone loves it. Shut Up, Sit Down loves it. Everyone loves it. Whatever. And Aeon's End Legacy is the last game I purchased. And is this my sort of game? No, it's not. It's not something I would have normally picked up at all. But for $50 bucks, again about $30 US, it is worth picking this up. That is an absolute steal. So I am willing to give this a chance, and maybe it is my sort of game. Maybe it's something that I will learn to love. But there we go. That is everything I purchased at CANCON. Amazing. Now tell me about your local convention. That's what this video is about. Tell me about your local. I want to hear all about it. I want to hear your best ever deals. You got, absolute steals that you got from the convention. And now I need to go find a place for all these games. I don't know where to put them.